Well, well, well. Welcome back to my channel. Right now, I want to go into a deity who I feel is misunderstood. And I feel that people really don't give her much credit. So tonight, or this morning, during this live video, I'm going to talk about the one, the only Queen Lilith, also known as Lilith, Lilith, Dark Maiden, the Night Witch, the Howler, the most powerful sex demon you will ever encounter. And like I said before, people don't really talk about her. People don't really give her the credit that is due. And that's fine because tonight we're going to talk about her. Now, I'm only going to go over this briefly, okay? Because I want to talk about Lilith in my bodily fluid class. And I want to disclose some insider information that I know about a couple of people. As I told you guys before, I know people in the entertainment industry, okay? And I know a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff. And, I only want to keep this exclusively for that sex magic class. I want to go over some things that I know about some people, and I'll tell y'all the story too about well, one of the situations. So either way, like I said before, I will keep this very light for YouTube's sakes. But in my sex magic class, excuse me, bodily, you might as well call it sex magic class too, because we're going to be going over that too. Can we talk about it? You might as well call it bodily fluid. No, we'll call this part bodily fluids, but I will go over it. Now I have another idea. Bodily fluids class, and then we'll do a part 2, which would be the sex magic class. There you go, because we got to break down the bodily fluids. So in the actual sex magic class, we will go over Lilith. The class we're doing now, we're doing bodily fluids, so we'll touch base on some things. But the actual sex magic class, we're gonna actually talk about her. Yeah. So anyway, so this is the pre-warm up for those of you who are interested. How about that? So, of course, we're talking about Lilith, like I said before, the screech owl, beautiful mating, dark mating, flame of the revolving sword, maiden of desolation, night demon, aka succubus. Wait till I give out that information, what I got to talk about. Girl, you're going to gag. You're going to gag. You're going to really gag. And I got to make sure my blinds are shut, just in case people can hear what I'm saying. So, Lilith has a very extensive but beautiful history, basically predating spirits, and of course, the modern known spirits. Lilith is talked about in Sumerian texts. And if you're not familiar with the Sumerians, they are an ancient civilization. In fact, they said they are the first civilization in the modern day Iraq area, Mesopotamia. I won't touch bases on that, but I really do feel, due to a past life regression, that I lived in Mesopotamia several thousand years ago, and I do feel like I was a part of this. But anyway, we won't talk about that. It's not about me. Anyway, she's very powerful. I mean, I don't care what religion you're in. I don't care what. That's why I say I want to say this for my class, because if you're going to pay homage to Lilith, I want to teach you the correct way to do it. And that's what I'm gonna say. I want to teach you the correct way to do it, because when it comes down to certain things, she is very fierce. And like I said, I don't care what religious path you're in. I don't care what religion you believe in. She is the most powerful, and if not, one of the most powerful. Because I guarantee there's no other spirits. I mean, there's probably a few spirits that are more powerful than her, I would say. But she's one of the most powerful. And a lot of people know this. A lot of people benefit from this. And too much is given, much required. And that's all I'm going to say. Her earliest appearance in recorded history is in Samaria, where she is somehow associated with Inanna. Inanna, what's my name? Inanna. Y'all know what Inanna look like, right? The owl woman. She got like the owl feet and all that. I should have got a picture of her. We love Inanna though. Yes, Inanna. Easter is perfect for Inanna. Easter. Yes, Easter's coming up too. April the 1st. Although identified as a wind spirit, Lilith is associated with trees. She is wild, free spirit who cannot be chained or contained. And that's what got her into trouble that she's in now, if you want to call it that. That's what got her status as a demon. Depends on what history you got. Lilith is the first woman. She was actually created just like Adam was. There was no ribs or any of that. And basically something had happened, and she was so enraged that she actually went on a hunt. Now there's many myths to this. One of the hunts was she was going around killing the pure-hearted. If you don't know what the pure-hearted are or is, it's newborn and their children. So, of course, a lot of people out there who work with Lilith or who wants to work with her but don't really know the proper way of doing so, they will go out and have abortions. Yeah, they will go abort their babies and say, I give it to Satan. Well, not really. Not really. Because Satan could care less about your unborn child, sweetie. But you think that you're pleasing Queen Lilith. In reality, you're really not. But I digress. In Sumerian myth, the Hulupu tree, Inanna makes the transition to an urban, settled, agricultural environment. When she instigates the chopping down of the sacred tree, Lilith calls home. Lilith flees, remaining the spirit of the wilderness. She is considered the queen of storms, particularly tornadoes, and she is the queen of air. The Bible says that Satan is the prince of air, right? Or Lucifer is. She is the queen of air. Mm-hmm. Girl. Feeling that spirit right now. Feeling that spirit right now. In the Kabbalah, they identify Lilith as the spouse of Samael, the chief of the evil angels. On the other hand, Lilith is considered the, I guess, goddess that sits next to Yahweh in heaven. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lilith is able to whisper in God's ear if you invoke her correctly. We won't go into that though. Mm-hmm. Yes. As I said before, going into the Jewish depends on what story you hear, because of course she has been in many cultures, and I'm going to break that down a little bit in this video. She's been in many cultures under different names. Most of the cultures have been Middle East, and then coming into other stuff, but most of it's been the cultures that come from the Middle East. and of course, certain parts of Africa. We'll say Middle East, African, Asia. There you go. Um, the Jewish faith, or should I say ancient Jewish mysticism, identifies Lilith as Adam's first wife, the true first female, created not from Adam's rib, but from earth simultaneously with him. So she represents the pure, 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 pure feminine essence. And I won't go into that because there's something I was just going to say right now. But like I said, I want to say that for the class we do. Yes, girl. Yes, I'm going to tease y'all until you get in that class. How about that? Mm-hmm. Adam and Lilith's relationship quickly became contentious. She refused to take direction. Yes, I said this before. You know, female was first, and then male was there. You know, if you look at the female gene, and even the chromosomes of females, they are much larger than those of males, or the male gene, the male chromosome. So if you ask yourself, how could that gene come from a male gene? How could the female chromosome come from a male chromosome if it's much bigger? Uh-huh. So she did not want to receive direction from him, specifically refusing to lie beneath him during sex. That's right. They don't tell you that. Adam was a freak. The nature of man, the way that men are, is not from the devil. Everything got to be blamed on the devil. We got to blame the devil for everything. The devil made me do it. The devil made me steal that chocolate bar. The devil made me, the devil, girl, bye. When your grandfather was a con artist too. Ha! Girl, bye. Girl, your mama was slanging it, dropping low. She just didn't tell you that. So you just so happen to go up and say, I don't know what it is, but I'm addicted to sex too. And I don't know what it is because I wasn't molested, rape, or nothing. You don't got to be, sis. It's in your gene. Your great grandmother had 19 kids, didn't she? What you call that? And I don't care if she was married or not. Honey, she was dropping a lie. She was dropping it low and spreading it wide at 13 years old, honey. Girl, bye. Lilith demanded to be treated as an equal rather than a subordinate, basing her claim on their common origin. When Adam attempted to force her, you know what force her mean? Adam was very dominant, like many men are right now. They want to rule everything. Let me keep that to myself. Lilith uttered the secrets, the ineffable name of the creator, and flew away, initiating the first divorce. Lilith makes appearance in the Sumerian, Babylonian, Assyrian. Hello, Assyrians. Shout out to my Assyrians out there. Oh, I love me an Assyrian man. Oh, Jesus. The Canaanites, Hebrew, the Median, Persian, Sabian, and Arabic myths and folklore. She also may have some lingering stories in Christianity. And of course, they called her different names. As I said before, she's went by many names to protect herself, as in many traditions, they'll do that. For the example, the Orishas, you have Oya, Shango, and a few other deities, because I have an Orisha class, I'll talk about certain stuff. They actually disguise themselves as something else to preserve themselves so they would not be attacked. And of course, the devotees would not be exposed for worshiping them. But the Black Madonna is actually the representation of Queen Lilith, the mother of all mothers. Ow! Come on now. She is omnipresent figure. She's an omnipresent figure in Jewish myth and folklore. There's a book about Jewish fairy tales without Lilith, excuse me, there's Jewish fairy tale stories that has nothing but Lilith in it. And any Jewish fairy tale stories that does not have anything about Lilith in it is like a book of Mexican folklore without La Llorona. Do y'all know who that is? Girl, do y'all know who that is? Catch those T's. We'll talk about La Llorona another time, honey. Okay, listen. Miss Thing. Girl, we'll talk about her another time. Ooh, I'm getting chills right now. Jesus. Girl, I seen some footage with some weird stuff on it, honey. And oh God, I don't want to talk about it. I'm getting kind of teary-eyed right now. Creepy. Lilith demands acknowledgement. Her name appears only in the Jewish Bible. I won't say where it appears. And even in the reference, okay, we won't go into that. We'll set up for the class. Lilith is the suppressed goddess who refuses to disappear. If she's not venerated, she will be feared. She is the spirit of darkness and night. Lilith is both angel and demoness of conception, blamed for miscarriages, stillbirths, crib deaths, and infertility. Lilith, the baby killer, quote unquote, also bestows fertility when and if she chooses. She has a dominion over sexual desire, erotic dreams, and sacred sex magic, which I'm going to have a class on sacred sex magic. Not just sex magic. Let's grab a hand and meet a friend and let's do it. Oh, no, girl. We're going to talk about that sacred type of tea. Okay. Now, if you don't want it, you don't want it. It's nowhere on the internet, girl. You know, because ain't nobody talking about it. See, that's why I got to be hush hush about it. Because some of the stuff, when I start talking about stuff, then I get all these calls, all these emails, girl. They be like, girl, why you want to get up on YouTube and offer classes on that? It's not a little bit too much. Like, no, it's not. Anyway, I think you should know about the art of sacred sex magic. You know, because a lot of people think they're doing sex magic and they're getting burnt. That's where STDs and STIs are coming from, honey. Can we talk about it? People out here having sex magic rituals, but they're doing it the incorrect way, and it is manifesting in other things. It is opening up the portal because you're getting sloppy. When you get sloppy with it, then things get sloppy with you. And that's how you get these bacteria infections, these parasites that live in your vaginal walls. You know, some of you get inside your uterus too, and your uterus literally reject it. That's why your uterine walls get weakened and your cervix cannot stay closed. It won't close because it doesn't want to keep all that stuff in the inside. We know that the uterus cleanses itself out. And when you have garbage and stuff spewing into it, pun intended, then your body knows when it needs to keep it open and keep it flooding out. So anyway, we'll save that. We'll save that, honey. Let's get back on to Lilith. Lilith has revealed the tools that will guard against her. Yes, when you're having sex, and I won't get into that, we'll save that for the sex magic class on how to guard yourself against her. When you, should I say that out here? Let's just say, honey, she oversees it all. That's all I'm going to say. She oversees it all, honey. She oversees it all. Lilith once encountered the prophet Elijah, who immediately recognized her and demanded her new approved protective measures. Lilith revealed her other names to him, and thou not to cause harm to anywhere she saw or even heard those names. I'm not going to give you those names, honey. None of your business. None of your business. And this connects y'all. Woo, Jesus. Woo, God, I feel it. Oh, God. Come on. Oh, yes. Come on. Eve who? Whew. She dislikes hypocrites. She hates liars. She loves to punish prudish people. She is immensely powerful, potentially vicious, and will fearlessly eliminate any evil threatening those who she guards. A lot of people think they get away with stuff because it's cute to them. Let's talk about magically in these fake witch wars. They think it's cute. Oh my God. Oh my God. I have so much power. Oh my God. I kill people. Oh my God. I have a shotgun. And it's just like, you're only still here and you're only still doing stuff because I allow that to happen. And I don't have to say no names. It goes on because I allow it to happen. Trust when I tell you, when I want it done, it will be done. Baby girl, every day I work with spirits. Not once, not twice, not when I need something, not when I'm curious to find out something. It's all the dang time. So, as I said before, when I want something to be ended, it will be ended. Trust when I tell you that. So, go ahead and keep getting comfortable, Miss Thing. Go ahead, girl. You and your petty spirits and your weak ass ancestors. Keeping it moving, Lilith resists attempts to classify or pigeonhole her. She breaks boundaries like change. She's art. Her name is synonymous with witch. She is frequently depicted as a vampire or a succubus because she loves seeing men bow down. And she also loves. Okay, nope, we'll keep that for the class. Never mind. She's a queen of demons and an angel of prostitution. She leads 484 host of destroying angels and dangerous spirits. And I will give you a list of those spirits in that class because these lists of these spirits are here, baby girl. You're going to know exactly what I'm talking about when I say it, honey. You're going to feel it, girl. Matter of fact, we're going to do something live on camera. Can we do something live on camera, girl? So you know exactly that it's real. When I say it's real, it's real. Come on, honey. Mm, 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 mm. Let's see what else I want to go up. Okay. Swords, owls, these are all connected to her. The crescent moon also represents her. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yes. And remember, we talked about this in astrology too. How I said that Lilith is in everybody's chart. Honey, what? Because they said that we all come from Eve, right? But Lilith came before Eve. She's before Eve, honey. So she's everywhere. She's in your charts. I kid you not, after we talk about her a little bit in the bodily fluid class, and we're going to go really, really in depth with her in the sacred sex magic class, which I've not posted yet because I want to see how many people do the bodily fluid class. Okay. Honey, you will see she's everywhere. She's everywhere. Those wet dreams, those premature ejaculations, the idea that you cannot ejaculate. Can we talk about it? She is always there. And of course, she got spirits that she trained too. Ow! Come on, Lilith Mama. Ow! Come on, Mama. She is associated with air, as I said before. She also has the other elements inside of her, like water, earth, and fire, obviously, because of these elements represents her as far as water. You know what that is, bodily fluids. Not all bodily fluids, because there's one bodily fluid that actually pertains to the element of fire, which I would tell you what that bodily fluid is. And in the bodily fluid class, and that bodily fluid, girl, will definitely knock down and destroy some things. Don't play with me, honey. It will knock down the such things, girl. Because some people in here, they've had that experience. And I won't say no names, but some of y'all out there have had these experiences because it definitely burned some things down. Blam! Blip, 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 blam, blam. Ow, blip, 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 blam. Girl, you listen, you'll be playing with that, honey. You'll be playing with that girl. I'm telling you, honey. I'm telling you, honey. What else do I want to devour? But I don't want to sound here. She is also connected to dragons, obviously. And yeah, she's not really a people person. She hate large crowds of people. She don't like friends. She's a soloist. She's a soloist. She don't like to hang in groups of people, honey. You know, she don't like to be around. Hey, girl, hey, sis. You wake up, the girl's in your room. You go to bed, she's in your room. She don't like that stuff, girl. She runs by herself. She leads a host, but she leads alone. She don't have a pack of people sitting with her. As I would say before, bad bees don't run in cliques, honey. Those are the weak ones, honey. I always tell my girlfriends too, my sisters, my trans sisters, group of anything is the worst because they're usually the weakest. Here go a photo of Lilith. Ooh, yes, honey. She's coming down to beseech some secrets on this man, and he couldn't handle her, honey. He was turned on. You see how he grabbed her, honey? He said, "Let me get some of that." Because men are fascinated with birds. They are, all types of birds. Men kind of always been fascinated with like vultures, falcons, owls, what do you call it? Geese, ducks, parakeets, roosters, chickens, hens. Men have just been, fascinated with that type of stuff, for a very, very long time. And, yeah, that's, there you go. So he was turned on with the fact that she was a gorgeous bird, honey. Oh yeah, this is her here too, girl. Snakes are also very sacred to Lilith. In fact, you have the Kundalini energy tea going on. We have to give that to Lilith too. Shout out to Lilith for that, and it is what it is. Oh, okay, let's back that on up. Okay, so of course you have as well, we're going to go a little bit into other stuff. You have the avatar of Lilith, and you know, we'll just go a little bit into that. Lilith Zariel is the Mandean path of Lilith. According to sacred texts, the Ginja Rabbah, which is called the Great Treasure, Lilith, daughter of the king and queen of the underworld, was married to the king of light, or his son. King of light meaning the most high, and or his son, of course, Jesus. Yeah. Her dowry is a crown, a magic mirror, and a pearl. Their marriage unites the celestial and subterranean realms, light beings pulling from dark energy. Lilith bears a son who possesses knowledge of both realms. Lilith bears a son who possesses knowledge of both realms. He later defends his mother against charges of being a child-stealing demoness, instead revealing her to be a loving, benevolent spirit who sits on the beds of laboring women in order to comfort them and not to harm them. Flowers dedicated to Lilith Zariel are lilies, especially Lilium cadidum, also known as the Madonna lily, whose petals are sometimes perceived as incorporating the shape of a hexagram. Now, Lilith Zariel also have connections to Aradia. Ow! Come on, Aradia. Anybody out there know who Aradia is, girl? This video is not dedicated to Aradia. Next time, honey. Hello! Can we talk? Ow! Come on now, honey. Mm-hmm. Now, I want to talk about it. I want to go into this just a little bit. Can we do this into a little bit? Can we do this into a little bit, honey? There are spirits that walk with Lilith. And some people want to reach out to those spirits, and I'm gonna teach you how to reach out to those spirits. Can I teach you how to reach out to these spirits? Um, in the bodily fluid class, that's what I'll do. I'll teach you how to reach out to the fluids in the bodily fluid class. Excuse me, the spirits. Excuse me, the spirits that follow her or that are with her, or I guess you can call it her servants in the bodily fluid class. And then we do the ancient or the sacred sex magic class. Then we'll talk about Lilith and how to invoke her and how to use her. See, we have a class called The Power of Seduction. And of course, I want to keep that light and tight and right because I want to see if people are going to grasp the concept of using magic to seduce men and women to get what it is you need. Whether that means getting your car fixed, getting your light bill paid, with ultimately not having to drop it low and spread it wide. Because though I am a sexual being, I've probably dropped it low and spread it wide, and or made someone drop it low and spread it wide, maybe about 7 times my whole life. So, you don't have to be a laborer when you know how to use what your mama gave you. Ow! Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, honey. That's all I'm gonna say right there. That's all I'm gonna say right there. So right there, Lilith is great for seduction, sexual energy, protection from STDs and STIs. Okay, this class dedicated to those of you who are sex working, prostituting, and or you're just a promiscuous man or woman. Ain't nothing wrong with that, honey. You're promiscuous. This is for you. This bodily fluid class is for you. Listen, I'm gonna even tell y'all some tricks that I learned. You hear me? I learned some tricks. Let me keep that to myself until we get that class. Whew. Lilith herself. Okay, no, we won't do that. They usually depict Lilith as a vampire too. I think the character Lilith, daughter of Dracula, represents Lilith and speaks about her or expresses her vampiric essence for sucking things. you know, sucking bodily fluids. That's what I mean. Don't try me. And I'm telling you, Lilith is I'm telling you this. Lilith is everything. I mean, even just sitting here talking about Lilith, I'm getting a little hot right now. And not, hot in like temperature, honey. That spirit is something. That spirit will get you. I'm telling that spirit, I'm telling you, one of my girlfriends, well, she ain't my girlfriend no more. I was trying to, teach her how to work with Lilith to get her man back because he walked out the door on her not once, not twice, not 3, not 4th, not 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th. I think she said about 10th times. And I said, girl, that's 10 a little too much. And I was trying to teach her how to work with Lilith. So this last time he comes back, she would lock him down. And she was in trying to break up all these excuses of how, I couldn't do it because this is this and that, and he didn't want it, and he thought something was up. And I'm just like, oh my God, girl. Here we go. This is the same person that you said while y'all were on the airplane. Y'all was in the laboratory. And he was in there doing some things with you, sis. But you're gonna sit up on this phone and you're gonna tell me that, girl, bye. You just scared because you know what's gonna manifest out of that work. You ain't gonna be able to get rid of him. He gonna be locked down and he ain't going nowhere. Since you already know that. You're afraid of that though. You want your cake and you want to eat it too. You want him, but you don't want him. See, people try to say, I want this man. I want this man. Girl, that's what your mouth is saying. What your heart saying? Because I feel that. I feel the heart. I hear the heart, sis. I work with the heart. When I meet people, that's the first thing I notice is your heart. What is in your heart? You're bitter because something happened to you. You're afraid because something happened to you. You're a liar to protect something because something happened to you. You project things onto people as a coping mechanism because something happened to you. I see it, sis. And I don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that. I'm not going to say I don't have to be a spiritualist to know that because I do think it takes a spiritual gift to be able to know people's heart. But it's a beautiful thing. You know, that's how I stay protected, honey. I thank people that always thinks about me and, oh, stay protected, you know, good. You know, So I was like, really, girl? And some was still like, nope. So I'm like, no, girl, no, I can make that myself. So she's like, you square. So she cussed me out again because she mad because I'm not going. So let me get to the point. So she ended up going mysteriously. When she ended up going, she decided the last minute to invite four of her other friends. We'll say three of them for sure. The other one was a tag along. So there would have been six of us. And no, that looks a little intimidating to some people, and they'll be already trying to start something. A group of people, they would already be trying to start something like, okay, we see a group of y'all, something ain't right. Let's see what's going on. And that's how I feel, honey. Three is a crowd to me. When you get to have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people with you, it's kind of like, something ain't right. Something is sneaky. Somebody's plotting something. Like I don't know. Maybe it's because how I grew up. I don't know. I grew up with a lot of gangsters, a lot of ratchet people. I don't know. Maybe that's why I think that way. Maybe that's why I feel that way. I don't know. But I'm always right. So we ended up, or they ended up, because I did not go. The other people end up coming along, and they got into a fight. And one of the girls got cut up. The other one got all her braids pulled out. The friend that wanted me to go said that she was miserable because the people were threatening to stump her in, stump her face in, on all this other stuff. And it's not funny, but it is kind of funny to think about it, because this is why I don't, I don't want to go to the club by myself. Let me just invite some random people because I don't want to go by myself. Like, girl, less people around you, the less problems you have. But also, you got to listen to your spirits. And that friend of mine, she was not connected to spirits. She was just so desperate to prove a point. There's many things she could have did. There's different things she could have went to at different points. That was not the time for her to go. And I know it's time for me to go, because ain't no telling what happened if I would have went there. Because you know what it is. I'm transgender. You don't know how that would turn out if one of them would have clocked. And I say if one of them would have clocked, I was transgender, and there was a get down, and something would have happened. Ain't no telling how that would have turned out. So either way, and of course they didn't. And now that's something to me. They have people that check you at the door at this club. So none of them brought guns, but they had a knife. So how did they not know the person had a knife? Like, I don't know. That's sort of weird to me. So I listened to my spirit, and I could have been caught up in that. Another thing happened. I was robbed. I told y'all this story before. This is why I don't have people around me. People say, you don't have friends around you. You don't have friends, aren't you, girl? Once again, too many people around you. People are always plotting your next move, not their next move, your next move. Trust when I tell you this. When I have friends, you got to be my equal. And I mean that on every level. You got to match me. I mean that on every level. You got to match me, because people that feel like they are inferior to you, and I say they feel like that because you never tell someone that you think they're bummier than you, or they're beneath you, unless of course they're trying to, you let them have it. But if someone feel like they are inferior to you, or they feel like you think you're better than them, they would do everything in their power to drag you, as they say now. But back in the day, it was to pull you to their level. Because that's dragging is another word for they pulled you to their level. So when someone says someone dragged you, that's not an insult. That's a compliment, boo boo. Because people that are higher than you don't drag you. They can't. They're above you, girl. Beneath you, you pull them down and drag them. Can we talk about it? But anyway, what they would do is they would do anything they can to pull you to their level. If that means getting you caught up in some legal trouble, if that means getting you robbed, getting you killed, it doesn't matter. They will do that. And I've had friends like that too. I had a elementary school friend that we stopped talking after we both graduated from high school. We both started talking because of something stupid, but it was just a build up on top of a build up, because she thought I had sex with her baby's father. And on top of that, she was just messy. She was just real messy. She almost got us both. She almost got us both killed too, by the way. So either way, and I invited her to my 21st birthday too. But anyway, 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 21st birthday too. But anyway Me, I was getting robbed. My spirits told me flat out. And during that time, I really wasn't giving offerings and stuff to my spirits because, I was in school every day, all day, every day. When I got out of school, honey, I would do homework. I fall asleep sometime doing my homework, girl. Woke up with the page stuck to my face because, I drooled, you know, I drooled, girl, and the saliva dried up and my everything is stuck to the book. So either way, girl, something tell me. And it was a sunny day. And yeah, I had my ex best friend with me and we were waiting on the bus, but I guess he didn't want to wait because we had money to get on the bus, but I guess he didn't want to wait. So he's like, we can just walk because by the time the bus get here, we'll be home, which is true. We lived about 2 miles away from the school I was going to. So we walked. And I kid you not, it in my mind at least, it went from a sunny day to like a stormy day. And it was only down this street. And I thought, why does the street look so dark? And my friend was like, it's not dark. Why are you saying? I was like, I don't know. The street looks dark to me. And he's like, you're tripping. I said, I don't feel safe about going down the street. And he was calling me paranoid. He said, oh my God. Oh my God. Why are girls like this? Like he just go on and on and on and on. So I'm like, okay, I'll go with you. But you walk on the edge of the street. I don't know why I said this, but I said you walk on the edge of the sidewalk near the street, and let me walk near the houses. And he said you were going to do that anyway. I said yeah, but I just want to let you know, just in case we cross over, I want to stay on this side. So I started to feel a little safe, right? Because we walked past this house with an elder man, I believe. So I felt a little safe. I'm like, well, this elderly man is out. Maybe it's not that bad. Girl, when I tell you, I saw one of those spiritual warriors. And when I tell you I know spiritual warrior, there was a man in all black. I don't remember what his face even looked like. But he had all black on with red gloves, a black sweatsuit with red gloves on, and he put a machete in his pants. And I whispered to my friend, did you see that? And he said, what? I said, there's a guy right there with a machete in his pants. And my friend was like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're almost out of the street. So I'm like, okay, good. So we're walking quickly. We're walking very quickly. Honey, I had on my Fiona snake skin boots. I had on this yellow t-shirt that had like sunshines and rainbows on it. And then I had on this, what was it? House of Darion jacket. Oh, yes, I did. And I had this bag on wheels. Girl, we get around that corner and my heart starts beating hard. Like I was having a panic attack. And I just start breathing deeply. And my friend was like, we're almost out of the street. We're almost out of the street. So I'm like, okay, good. I see the street. I see like we're coming up on the other street because there was a cross street to that street. And that cross street would lead us very close to our home, like a block over. These guys appeared out of almost nowhere. And I knew, I said, oh shit. And I kid you not, I said that. I said, oh shit. And my friend said, what? And sure enough, the guy said, hey, do you have the time? And my friend, I forgot my friend had a watch on. Now it was a fake watch, but it looked valuable. Okay. So I'm thinking to myself, you don't walk with jewelry on. If you're riding in a car, you could put your watch on, your rings on. But when you're walking, sis, you don't have jewelry and stuff on. You don't get on public transportation with your 14 karat gold, 24 karat gold ring on, bracelet on, all stuff. Even if it's not real, you don't get on with that stuff because that's flashing off, and show offs end up nowhere. You don't see no wealthy person doing that either. By the way, it's always the broke people or the people that try to act like they got money that go out like that with all their stuff on. Like I see you got a ring or something that's a protection, like my citrine white gold ring, my ruby ring that I wear, like that stuff. They're amulets. They're used for stuff. But either way, my friend who's a Pisces man, he had a very smart mouth. And after he told the guy the time, the guy said, that's a nice watch. Let me see it. And I said, oh, no, no, no. So my heart started beating so fast. I felt like I was in a damn movie. And then there was another guy. And the other guy, he got scared because he saw I had a thing of mace with me, girl. Like I had that mace. I had that mace. I don't know how I got that mace so quickly, but I guess he saw that. And he said, oh, I got to go. I got to go. I got to go. But anyway, they ended up getting us. He had a gun. Now they didn't get the watch. My friend wanted to keep the watch on him, but I gave that mother effer all my money. And I must have cussed this friend out the whole time. Like, you could have got us killed, fool. And he's like, they weren't going to do nothing. I said, honey, do you not know what city we in? I have cousins that were shot and killed in cold blood. I have cousins that were killed. Not in that way, but very similar. And you're going to sit here and tell me, because you've never had that happen to you, you don't know anybody who's been gunned down, that they were not going to really get us? So he's like, you were just too paranoid. You were just too paranoid. And no, I knew that was going to happen. I felt that, baby. I felt that. During that time, I was fasting. During that time, I had 1 meal a day. Like I said, I wasn't even trying to be spiritual. But fasting does so much stuff to you. And, I won't go into that. But fasting does so much stuff for your body, especially spiritually. And I just knew something wasn't right. And everything, I mean, that really was the camel that broke that's really the needle that broke the camel back. Because literally from that point on, our relationship started getting sour and sour. Because I literally was either going to lose my life with him, or I was going to witness him losing his life. And it would have happened one or the other. It wouldn't have happened any other way. It would have happened either both of us being killed or him going, and I would have had to see that while these young black males took off running. Okay, and I remember what they looked like still. But anyway, my spirits told me not to do it, and I should have walked around that extra mile. But I was I wanted to be a follower. No, everything is good, girl. Bye. So go with your spirits. At the end of the day, that's the more of those stories. Go with your spirits, and if it make you lose a friendship, so be it. Whatever's meant to be will be, and your spirits will always work things out the way they should be worked out, honey. Always remember that. Yes, hey, I want to, this Friday I want to go watch Black Panther. Okay, check your spirits first. Because it may not be in your cards, sis. Maybe this Friday you got a job interview coming up the same time you want to go to the movies. Maybe this Friday when you're trying to go to the movies, maybe Spirit's like, no, because on Saturday someone else is going to pay for you to go. You got to think about that. Be smarter. Uh-oh. Did I stop sharing my screen? I did. Okay. So, wait a minute. I hope y'all, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Was I sharing my screen at all? Anyway. Be smart. Isn't that scary, Lady K? Yes. Good morning. Good morning, Mrs. Barton, the root doctor. It was sad. It was really sad, y'all. It was scary and it was sad. Because we almost lost our damn life over some money. Good morning, Tasha. You like that, huh? Hello, Devil's Ivy. How are you? Yes, the Black Madonna. Yes, honey. M-A-D. Oh, yes. La Llorona. Not with a Y. You know Spanish? Not Llorona. You heard about her? Come on, Devil's Ivy. That was actually one of her nicknames, Devil's Ivy, believe it or not. Yeah. Lilith's nickname is the Devil's Ivy. That's one of her nicknames. Belladonna is too. Yes, how are you, honey? Okay, are you ready? You got my cards ready for the class. Come on, Mrs. Barton. Mrs. Barton, if you email me, I can actually send you the invoice. If you email me right now, Mrs. Barton, I can send you the invoice for the Arisha class. Is that what you're talking about? Yes, I can send you the invoice right now for the Arisha class. If you email me, honey. Let me send it to you right now, Mrs. Barton. You were not playing, Mrs. Barton, were you? You were not playing, Mrs. Barton. You said, I want that Arisha class. There you go. You found your mama. What happened? Oh, you talk about love wise. Come on, honey. Loving you. Lilith is in your astrological chart where they talk about your Lilith. There's actually a window in your chart that's called your Lilith, which shows a crescent moon too. The symbol for that. Yes, Lilith is over everybody. Yes, come on, Devil Ivy. Okay, no friends go solo. Okay. Mm. You've been waiting for this. Come on. Did you see that, Mrs. Mrs. White? You see the shoe in his ping bean? His ping bean girl. His ping pie. Not bean pie, ping pie. Ooh, catch those tea. His ping pie. His ping pinga. Zaka puna. No, laugh. Yes, she does. I don't go over that though. We'll talk about that in another. We'll talk about that during the sacred sex magic class, and or the bodily fluid class. So I'm gonna break it down. Yes, I'm gonna break it down, honey. Both realms being what, good or evil? Nope. Subterranean and angelic realms. If you know anything about altars, that's why they have floor altars, and they have um tabletop altars, and they have shelf altars. People, a lot of people don't know this, but you have people that put an altar on the floor and they're trying to deal with angels. You got people that put an altar on the floor and they're trying to deal with their ancestors. No, there's a protocol to doing altars and energy as well. Altars that are on the floor are for the subterranean spirits, which are demonic energy. That's why I listen to people, and I even look at people and I'm like, they're doing an altar on the floor? What kind of spirits are you working with? Demons? Because demons, you have the altars on the floor. You don't put demonic altars on tabletops or nothing. You put that directly on the floor. So that's why I'm like, oh yeah, subterranean, honey. Under the table. Remember, you're going about table height. Table height is about 2 to 3 feet off the ground. When you start working with a foot off the ground or directly on the ground, you're dealing with subterranean energy. So that's why I watch people and I listen to people like, ooh, girl, this woman worship demons secretly. Now I say worship, not venerate. Worship and veneration is two different things. I don't worship spirits, honey. I venerate them. But a lot of people worship these spirits and they wonder why their life is bad. Their car gets snatched. Come on now. No. Nope. Nope. Yeah, take those notes. Take those notes, honey. Take those notes, Tasha. Tasha, listen, you need to work with Lilith, honey. Lilith will get you that tea you need. You hear me? Good morning, Amal. Can I produce a Lilith oil? Yes, honey, that would take some tea. But yes, I can. Oh God. That'll probably be around the time that I do the ancient um when I do the ancient or the sacred sex magic class. I will have the oil around that time. And I want to do all that this month. I want to do all that before, because going into Lilith, Inanna, excuse me, spring equinox is great. You know, the equinox represents the birthing of the sun. Catch those T's. Giving birth. um it symbolizes that, giving birth to energy. So yeah, and what you do with that is totally up to you. Can we talk? But yes, I can, Tasha. Who the hell is TS? Oh, T's. Oh, I was like, who the hell is TS? Is she up in here, Tasha? Stop playing. You can't see or hear anything. What? What? Perfect, Mrs. Barton. No, no. Yes. And it wasn't even nighttime, Devil's Ivy. It was the daytime. It was daytime. We got out of school, I think, at 4 o'clock. We actually stayed. We actually stayed. I checked the back. We actually we got out of school late that day too. It was on a Friday. We got out I think at like 6 o'clock because you could stay after school. At the college I went to for medical and stuff, there was no excuse for you not to pass or finish that school. There was no reason for that because they offered you the school opened up at 6 o'clock. Classes did not start until about 8 o'clock. Okay. So they gave you 2 hours before school actually started for you to come in and to learn and to do stuff. And then even on your lunch break, we had an hour lunch. You could study too. And then after school, the school was open until 7 o'clock. School got out at 3 o'clock. I think they had night classes. I think night classes started at 4 and ended at 7. So either way, you had because some people went to school for paralegal and they only offered those classes at certain times. Like I think paralegal classes were offered only at night. I can't remember that. I can't remember. It was paralegal, executive assistant, nursing, or should I say medical assistant. They offered what else? They offered a whole bunch of other stuff. Computer networking, there you go. Science and all that. There you go. There you go. We'll talk about all that in the class. Oh, her colors are red and black. And of course, I'll break down why they're red and black. Can we talk about it? I'll break down why her colors are red and black. I guess I'm gonna stand here until Mrs. Barton come back, so I can send her that note. What time is this for? Ooh, girl, me taking that nap kept me up right now. This why I'm up. Y'all, I had me a black cherry mojito at Buffalo Wild Wings. Girl, when I tell you that stuff was so good, y'all. It was so good. I guess I'm gonna stay here until Mrs. Spartan come back. I'm over here eating me some Ritz crackers because it's 5 o'clock now. I'll wake up around it'll probably be 1 o'clock. I shouldn't have took that nap earlier. Look at my baby. He tired, honey. Look at him. Anuba's birthday is March 16th. No, he will not have a party. But I'm going to take him into Petco. Want to go into Petco for your birthday? Petco, you can take him in there and they can pick out like their treats and stuff. You know he gonna bark at everybody, honey. With a cute little tail. I want to get a dog that look exactly like him. Like she has to have his body and everything. He's so small. He's so cute. He's so tiny. Look at him. Look at him. You know I'm talking about him. Come here, boy. Yeah. Come here, baby. Come here, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah. He tired. He tired, honey. He tired. Yep. 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 He can get a toy and a treat for his birthday. There you go, Lady K. We're gonna go in there. He gonna pick out his stuff. He gonna say, "Oh, I want that." Mm-hmm. I might have them make a dog treat cake too. Maybe we'll go to the park and barbecue. That's right before the spring equinox too, huh? I'll know Wednesday what I'm gonna do with him. Because the spring equinox event is Saturday, the 17th. There's already what? I think 2 people already signed up. So depending on how many people sign up, I know exactly what I'm gonna be doing. Because only like let's say if only like 2 or 3 of them sign up, honey, we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that all the way live, honey. He used to get a steak. He always get a steak, girl. He had a ribeye steak and a T-bone steak. But maybe he'll get a special cake. You know, they have those cakes that are made out of doggy treats. I want to actually look see if they have a little dog baking class. Y'all remember yesterday at the park when he saw that other dog? Honey, he was trying that dog, honey. Uh-oh. I hope Mrs. Barton come back in time. I hope she not gone for a whole hour. Hmm. Y'all, those crackers were so good. There were almond wheat thins. Mm, 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 mm. Can we say da 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 ba 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 bum bum ba dum bum? I can't believe I'm up at 5 o'clock this in the morning, girl. I can't do that on Friday though. Friday I gotta go do some laundry. Today I can do it. Today I could wake up a little later. That's fine. Friday I can't. I gotta do laundry. I gotta wash what 3 comforter sets and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different things of laundry, honey. Oh God. Mm-mm. This why I need me I need you know what I'm gonna get me? I'm gonna find me a local gay son or local daughter. That's what I'm gonna find me. So they could be my assistant all the time. How about that? How about that, honey? They can be my assistant all the time, honey. They can do my laundry for me. While I stay home and work, you do the laundry. You go run all my personal errands. Let me do all the business. See, I would love that too. The assistants don't got to met off the spiritual stuff. They don't have to answer the spiritual calls. They don't got to do none of that. Let me do all that, and you deal with my personal stuff for me, like my laundry. I don't know about cooking for me, girl. You might try to slip something up in that. I don't know about that, but you can go do the laundry. You go, put some gas in the car. You go shopping for, Walmart. Go to supplies, get supplies for me, candles and stuff, and just let me be the spiritualist. Is that what they call that? Yes, you can, honey. Yeah, yeah. Spirits will really take anything as offerings as long as it's given to them from your heart. You don't have to be over the top with it. You don't have to, you know, as long as you're giving it with your heart. Because sometimes spirits do, they'll say, give them an apple and, put this and that on that apple. But sometimes you may not have an apple. And you may not have the money to buy apples. So the thought that counts. Give them a piece of your chicken. You gonna eat you some rice and beans tomorrow? Offer them a bowl of your rice and your beans. I kid you not. You'll be surprised. Hello, M. Jones. How are you? Ooh. We're gonna give Mrs. Barton. We're gonna give her some time, honey. We're gonna give her some time. Do you remember the time? I'm starting to get sleepy right now, which is crazy. I think I had a good 2 hour nap. I turned on YouTube and I just rolled over and I said, "Oh, I need to go to wall." And that's all I remember. I rolled over and said, "Oh, I need to go to wall." And then woke up. It was 2 hours later. I was like, "Ooh, come on, M. Jones." Do y'all have any questions? Any questions about any other spiritualities while we sit here we wait for Mrs. Barton? What you got planned for the weekend? You know, you got a week until the spring equinox. Mm, I gotta go brush my teeth, honey. Any questions? You're not asking questions, honey. Any questions, you want? Any questions, honey? While we wait on Mrs. Barton. No plans. Come on, Lady K. Yes, honey. Getting those neighbors up out of there, huh? I'm still gagging that the neighbor is gone. I'm gagging. I am gagging. Will you hear me? I can't believe this neighbor is gone, and it's so quiet right now. Like, do y'all hear anything? It's so quiet. Remember around this time, to the door open and shut. You don't hear shh. It's all quiet. I'm asking spirit, bring me an older person. I need an older person. Okay. Tashi gonna cook for you? Lady K, you gonna cook something for Tasha? Okay. Tasha needs something. She needs something cooked for her. When I tell y'all that mojito was so good, y'all. Girl. What? What? Can she burn with some soul food? What does that mean? Uh-oh. Okay, come on. Tasha is so crazy, honey. Tasha, you girl, you yeah. Are you saying Galango? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying Galango Devil's Ivy? There you go, Lady K. There you go, Lady K. I know that's right, honey. Now, Devil's Ivy, when you say a justice petition, do you mean a banishing? Or what do you mean by exactly justice? Listen, Lady K, I got rid of one girl. There's two, but one of them were really bad. Now the other one, they're gonna get rid of themselves because they needed this neighbor that I got rid of first. She had kids. There was kids there. They needed those kids to stay here. Now those kids are gone. These kids they don't got no friends. I give it by April the 1st. I kid you not, they're gonna start looking. I give it by April the 1st, girl. And I've been busy doing my casework, so I haven't been really been giving that any thought. I've been, lightly doing it, just a little. And I'm like, whoa, for that to manifest like that, that means they were already lingering on anyway. Or they heard me talking, I don't know. Cause I even like I would say last week I saw them do a big bag of laundry. And normally it's hey, nope. They mollywopped no, not mollywop. Girl, they waltzed around that corner, honey, with that bag of groceries or like, with that bag of laundry, girl. And I just looked, girl. They didn't say, hey, honey, none of that. So I was like, ooh, they must have heard or felt something. And sure enough, honey, they were gone. And then I want to say the last 2 nights before I heard him up there cleaning, I didn't see no lights on. So I said, they must be going somewhere. Because there's gay pride is somewhere. And there's a girl, no tea, no shade. Gay pride is somewhere right now. Okay. So I said, maybe they went somewhere. And then sure enough, honey, the energy feels so good too. Okay. So that's not a justice spell. I mean, I guess it could be justice, depends on the context you're using it in, but that's more of a just getting rid of someone's spell, an unwanted coworker. Because justice, I was thinking more of court case. Okay. Okay, Lady K. Girl, listen. And I'm about giving you chances and stuff. My very, very first neighbor I got up out of here. The very first neighbor was the mixed couple. It was a Mexican girl. This doesn't matter, but I just want to give you the dynamics. It was a Mexican girl who worked at Walmart, and she actually didn't charge me for something, but I think she did it on purpose. And me being my butt, I go in there and say, "Hey, you didn't charge me for this." And she's like, "What? I didn't. Are you sure?" And she gave me like that weird, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm sure you didn't." And then I'm like, "What?" And she said, "Well, if I call for a manager, you might be here for some time." So I was like, "Okay, so let me keep going." So I went out, they checked the receipt, I left. So then I ended up seeing her outside. I seen this woman outside with this little girl, and I'm like, that lady looked like the lady I seen at Walmart. And it was her. Girl, gag. And I'm like, "Oh my God, you're at Walmart." She's, "Oh my God, you live right there." I was like, "Yeah." She said, "Hey, neighbor." So I was like, okay. So then I seen the baby father, and he was just ghetto, honey. Just like, girl, ghetto. I mean, just when I tell you ghetto, honey, he was the poster child for ghetto, honey. Hood booger, as they call it. He was a poster child, Miss Thing. So, you know, he seen me, she told him the story, and he's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, that's cute." Right. So then the next day, I'm seeing him on the steps with like these two boys, honey. It was like weird. And they were just all smoking weed, honey. This was 2016 too. They were just like smoking weed. Look at he trying to get me this jacket. They were like smoking weed, and girl, they were like, "You want to hit this?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "You want to hit this?" And he wasn't talking about the joint though, y'all. And I said, "No offense, but no thanks." And he's like, "I like that, like that, like that." Now it wasn't the father, it was the other friend. So either way, now this other neighbor, I think he was a pedophile because he got up and he moved. And the other neighbor, beautiful, beautiful girl too. She said, "Girl, I think he was a pedophile." I said, "Oh my God, me too." So, girl, the girlfriend was having a baby. She didn't want to leave her baby around this man. That's how I knew he was a pedophile. And she's like, "Do you babysit kids?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "You want to babysit my baby?" And I said, "I don't know you like that. So I can't tell you, yeah, but we can meet up. We could talk a little more." And I'm down. And she's like, "Okay, girl, bye." Girl, I was like, "No, thank you. Please don't ask me. Please don't." I made sure Spirit, I made sure Spirit made it to where she didn't hit me up to babysit because I'm like, something ain't right about that. Why would you not have the baby father to watch? Your baby father don't work. Anyway, going back into the neighbors. So, girl, they start moving furniture in, y'all. Now, I already seen them moving furniture. Girl, they moved in like two more couches, y'all. So they had four couches in total. I'm not even lying either, girl. Like they had one love seat and three couches. Like, I killed you not. And I remember one time I went to sleep, woke up, and I smelled weed. And I thought somebody was smoking weed in my house. Like that's how potent it was, but it was stinky. I was like, "What the hell is that smell? Is there a skunk in my house?" So I'm going through stuff, y'all, throwing stuff out because I didn't know what the smell was. Throwing stuff out, and I still smelled the smell. So I didn't have to use the restroom until a little later. Used the restroom. And when I tell you that bathroom smelled so much like weed, I said, "Oh, hell no." I knocked on the door. I said, "Hi, I'm not trying to be rude to you or anything, but I smell weed and I don't really like that smell because it smelled like cheap weed." And they were like, "Cheap weed?" I was like, "Yeah, it smells yeah, I don't like the smell." "Oh, we're sorry about that. We sorry about that." Okay. So that's how they talk. We sorry like that. We sorry about that. We sorry about that. We sorry about that. It was like, "Sorry about that. About that." So I was like, "No problem, no problem, no problem." Okay. And he's like, "All right." And he slammed the door on me. So, honey, I'm sitting here in my living room and I think I was doing something. And I'm hearing a little transaction going on right in front of the door. And he's like, "I just got cut short on on a damn sack." And he's going in. And I said, "Oh no, God, I'm not listening to this." Right. So the door shut. Then I heard a knock on the door. Someone came in, the door shut. Then I heard another lock. The door went in, come in. I heard another lock. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I must have like different nights. I said, "Something's going on next door." Okay. So I didn't pay no attention to a girl. Then they come outside on the stairs, and it was summer of 2016. It was about summer, if not about May, because it started getting warm. I have my window cracked. And I'm just hearing them talking stuff like plotting stuff. And I'm not gonna tell you what they were plotting. But I was like, excuse me, y'all right here by my window. So they're like, damn, well, damn, you don't got to be so nosy. And I was like, no, you're right here by my window. Can you please keep it down? So they were like, okay. And then they were like saying some shit, honey. And I just ignored it because I thought, girl, okay, sis. Okay, I'll give y'all. So at this point, I started the process. I started doing my little work to get them up out of there, honey. Start doing my little work. Girl, the last thing that broke that camel, the last thing is when I heard them yelling, Alondria, 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 girl. They were knocking on doors. Doo, 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 doo. Alondria, boom, boom, boom. Alondria, boom, boom. Alondria, Alondria. And I'm like, what the? I'm like, who the hell is Alondria? What the? And I'm hearing it, girl. They're knocking on all the doors. They're screaming this name like they're looking for somebody right now. Mind y'all, I know they had a daughter. So I'm like, are they looking for this little girl? This little girl was like 5 years old. Did y'all leave her out by herself? So, girl, I go outside. They door wide open. I glance over there, girl. They had 4 couches, like I said, 3 couches in a love seat. There was 4 things in the living room, all things against the wall. Girl, and it smelled like butt, feet, sweat, and it smelled like weed, girl. It stunk, honey. And I'm like, oh my God. And I tell the mom, I'm like, what happened? And she's like, I don't know. I was sitting in my house, I was cooking. Now, girl, I didn't smell nothing in there cooking, girl. I wanted to say, what you in there cooking? Sweaty balls and pig's feet. It was girl. I forgot what pig's feet smell like, but I know what chitlins smell like. That shit stink. So I'm like, I wanted to say so bad. We're in there cooking sweaty balls and pig's feet, girl, because it had a girl that it stunk, girl. She was like, well, I was in there cooking. And all of a sudden, I guess they left the door open and she runs out. And I'm like, who is them? And I turned around, not even thinking, y'all, because I thought they were just plants or something. I don't know what I thought. And it was like 12 people. And I was like, do they all live in that house? So I said, I'm going to get down to the bottom of this. And I watched, y'all, for 2 weeks. They all lived in that house. And it was a 1-bedroom. Excuse me, they all lived in an apartment. It's a 1-bedroom, girl. And I'm like, do they, what, you get 2 on the couch or something? Because you got the bedroom in the back. You got a love seat, and then you got 3 couches. So 12 of y'all. Like, do y'all all sleep in the living room or on the floor? Like, I can imagine that. Anyway, so I said, bitch, they gotta go. They gotta go, girl, because that shit was smelling. I could smell it come in. I kid you not. I smelled that apartment. When I opened my door, you could smell the linger of the apartment in front. It was nasty, y'all. Listen, it was so nasty. I was mopping in front of my door with ammonia water. I kid you not. I was mopping the concrete in front of my door with ammonia and water. I kid y'all not. Fresh, too. You would have been like, are you on drugs? No, sis. It stunk. And I didn't want that smell coming in my door when I opened that door. So I said, they gotta go. And I'm not a snitch. So I said, I'm not about to call and make a report on them through the landlord. I'm just gonna get them out. I'm just gonna get them up out of here. Girl, I did my stuff. Girl, one day I remember I was laying back in that room and I heard just constant boom, 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 boom. And I looked at the people and they were dragging toters. Girl, and I think I told y'all that. And they blocked me in. They blocked me in, Miss Thing. And I said, excuse me, can you back your truck up? And they said, yeah, give us a minute. And girl, I'm sitting in the car. I was late for an appointment too. Kid you not. I'm sitting in the car waiting. They still there. Excuse me, can you back that car up? Yeah, give us a minute. We trying to do this. Okay, so I'm waiting. And finally I said, fuck this. I said, excuse me, if y'all don't back up, I'm running somebody over. And I don't care. I'm bulldozing through here. Sis, I'm a bulldozer my ass through here. And then all of a sudden they were like, down, hi. And girl, they backed on up. Girl, they were gone though. They were gone. Then the next neighbors after them was nice. They were nice. They partied a lot though. Police would always knock on the door. I didn't mind it though. They were nice. I really knew they were at home except for on Fridays. And the husband, he kept something for me. They delivered one of my office chairs to me. And he kept it for me. And I said, oh, that's so cute, sexy white boy, honey. She was an Asian woman. He was tall and sexy, honey. But I wasn't trying to be a home wrecker. And so yeah, they ended up getting kicked out. They left, girl. They left, and they only left because what had happened was, I guess they got high, and the police knocked on my door, and they were like, can you step outside? And I was like, yeah, sure, Your Honor. And he's like, Your Honor. Okay, sure, officer. Is there a problem? And he's like, we just got some quarrels. And is there anybody in here with you? And I said, no, it's me and my dog. And he's like, because whoa. It really smells like something up in here. I said, that's Sage. And he's like, well, we got calls said that you're in here smoking weed and there's a party going on. And I said, really? Well, maybe it's next door where the loud music is coming from. So I go inside, y'all. Now, I was pissed. I was pissed off. Girl, I was pissed. And I didn't care neither. I had on the robe too. And I don't give a damn if the whole robe came open and the cops saw me fully naked. I didn't care. Because I was pissed, girl. Like, who does that? So, girl, they knock on the door. The people open up the girl, and they escorting everybody out of that building, y'all. I kid you not, girl. Girl, they exited everybody out that damn building, y'all. Listen, girl. It was something, girl. It was a lot of people. I'm gonna tell you that there was at least 50 people that came out that apartment. I said, nope, they gotta go, girl. They were gone. I kid you not, they were gone, girl. Then after them was a woman. She had a little bit of attitude. She always woke up. She pulled this little Vietnamese song, girl. Same Vietnamese song all the damn time. I know what song she played too, because they played a lot at the Vietnamese markets down here. And I'm like, is that the only damn song? Is that a Vietnamese anthem or something? And one time I was walking Anubis outside in the heifer. She gonna say, ooh, that's your dog? And I'm like, ooh, yes, it is. And she said, oh, okay. Like, oh, you got a problem, Miss Thing? Okay. So I told her when she had the music up, can you get the music down? She didn't want to listen to me. Knocking on the door, excuse me, can you turn the music down? I said, okay, we're not going to do no more talking, girl. You got to go. She was gone, didn't hear nothing back from her. Now you got Lily, you got Ava and Eve, right? Next door. And I'm just like, Miss Thing, you know what? Y'all gotta go. So, girl, they packed their teas up, and girl, they were gone. They were gone. When did we talk about this? 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago when the cops were over there knocking on the door, was on the phone with somebody. Girl, I'm over here doing a YouTube video. I was doing a class video, girl, and the police knocked on the door talking about something. Yeah, your boy stole somebody's scooter. And she over here fighting for that boy. Talking about, my son don't steal nothing. Like, girl, okay. I want to open the door. Somebody say, yes, he does. I seen him put somebody's skateboard behind the bush. But that wasn't my business, girl. Sweaty balls and pig feet. It stunk. When I tell you, Lady K, it stunk. Like, there's no Lysol spray. You can't wipe. I don't know, girl. Like, why does it smell like that? And I'm thinking too, maybe they have a lot of people in that house and they didn't bathe like that. Imagine one bathroom. I lived in a house with 5 people in one bathroom. That was horrible. One toilet, girl, it was horrible. You hear me? One bathroom, honey. 5 people. And we had guests. It was more. Sometimes my mom would host guests to where there was like 12, 13, 14 people, 14, 15 people in one house, and there's one bathroom. Girl, it was horrible. It was hell. So I could imagine living inside that apartment with 12 people in one bathroom. So I'm like, they probably didn't take a shower. Or by the time it got down to the third person, the shower's probably cold. I don't know. But it stunk. It really stunk. And like I said, there was 12 people in total, including her, 13. The daughter's 14. Yeah, and it was mostly men. So I'm like, hello, Rose. How are you, girl? Good morning. That that's exactly why I said I don't mm-mm. I, girl, mm-mm. Body hygiene is very important to me. Body hygiene is very important to me. Poor hygiene, your house, we can be disorganized, but dirty houses, I mean like smelly houses, girl, you might see papers here and there. In my house, you might see cans of jars of oils lined up. You might see drawers open with receipts hanging out of them, but you won't smell nothing. And I got a dog. That's anybody who's ever come to my house and or walked past my house. You can't smell no dog in my apartment. No, I keep it nice and clean. I smell things. I love fresh scents. Yeah, it was just nasty. Is that a full house 12 girl in an apartment? I'm like, shit, I'm one person. I don't even feel like this apartment's big enough for me. Like I've maintained this, but yeah, I'm like, one person here, it's not big enough. Me and Anubis here, it's not big enough for us. I feel like we need a bigger place. And that's why I don't want to be too drastic. I think a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom would be perfect for me. That's a guest bathroom. That'll be my bedroom, a spiritual room, and a guest room. Perfect. Perfect, 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 I think. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Above that'll be good too, but that's only minimally. I'm willing to even do a 2 bedroom. Ooh, I don't know how I'm gonna do that though, because I want to have a spiritual room. And then of course guests is gonna say, well, where do we stay at? I guess get a hotel. Right? I guess get a hotel. I'm trying to wait on Mrs. Barton, but ooh, I guess when I sign back in later, I guess when I sign back in later, if she's on here, I'll message her because it's already 5 o'clock. It's already 5 o'clock, honey. And I want to go to bed I want to go to bed at 8 o'clock. Oh my god, my sister called me. I never got her email. I didn't get her phone call till now. That's weird. So I'm starting to get tired right now, honey. Starting to get sluggish. How are you doing, Rose? I got your email too. I got your notification, Rose. Send me a message, girl. Send me a T. Send me a confirmation. Yes, Rose. Yes. Yes, honey. Where to do all these random people? You get all these random people that start liking your postings. And it's like, where did they come from? Did I add them a long time ago? Don't realize it? Let me try to do something. Let me see. I guess Mrs. Barton, she could just she can message me. Ooh. Listen, y'all. I'm about to take my butt to bed because I feel like I'm about to crash, honey. I'm like 4 hours over my bed limit. My time bedtime, excuse me. I'm glad we did this video though. And of course, like I said, we're doing the bodily fluid class, aka also the sex magic class. And we're going to go over a few deities actually that are good for sex magic or offering them your bodily fluids. Yes, one of them is even a commonly used deity. We'll talk about that then. I'm gonna take this back to bed, honey, because I'm trying to fight, honey. And I feel like as soon as I end this live feed, I'm gonna be. Mm, mm. So y'all, thank you for stopping by. Like I said, Rose, send me that email, honey. Of course, check out the blogspot 28 Spirit 8 Mystic 8 blogspot.com to see the current deals. Ow. And you don't want to miss this bodily fluid class and part 2, which would be the sacred sex magic class. You don't want to miss neither one of them, honey. They both be informative. The first one, bodily fluids, will be going into the basic stuff, and the actual sex magic class, that would be the, I guess you say the body fluids be the prerequisites, and then the sacred class would be the follow-up class. So you'll get a reason behind the stuff and the usage. How about that? So y'all, let me go, honey. Love and light, peace and blessings. Until the next time, honey. Happy Thursday. And of course, like I said, I look forward to seeing y'all at the spring equinox, honey. Oh, yes, that definitely for sure. Of course, if you take the class as well, I look forward to seeing you then as well. But I definitely want to see you at that spring equinox. We're going to be by the water. We're going to be, it's not going to be rainy. No. It's going to be windy though. Like I said, I'll be doing a video showing y'all what it looks like, honey. Good night, Devil's Ivy. Yes, honey. We'll be doing more videos like this too. You hear me? Oh, wow. Oh, I barely seen this. Devil, Devil's Ivy, you're too silly, honey. Bye for now, honey.